Joe Kidd. Is it Joe Kidd?
Hey, the love you go in the chat, lah. You get loads of love in the chat.
Yes, Lindsay. Yeah. Then he's calling out this Joe Kidd for 3D Fight Club 2. You ain't even been paid for 3D Fight Club 1, and you're agreeing to 3D Fight Club 2. Can we stop? Everyone at home, stop. Put that into perspective. And then imagine,
he started life wasting the money on a 2-year deal.
Imagine what sort of beggar, imagine what sort of low-life cockroach beggar you'd have to be to do that, to start begging with people. You're not even a fighter. Jesus, do you know what? My man had one conversation on a live with Paul Venice and Danny Christie, and then 2 weeks later, he called out people for a 3D Fight Club. He can't fight. He can't train. He can't do anything. He's a wannabe. He's a wannabe. He wants to be what other people are, and he'll never be it because he's a fat, junkie fake. His sister is a fucking raging cokehead, mate. She can't go. She went up to James English, got coked off her fucking tits at James English, and made a holy show, a shit show of Paul. Did she learn her lesson? No, she comes to the 3D Fight Club, got coked off, sucked a man off, then jumped into a fucking bin. What a fucking joke. Hey, and you're still on YouTube after that, asking for donations and that. Mate, you need to just get a job. Do a Ditchy. Get a job, mate. Ditchy's got no shame. He's a bin man. Do you think he gives a fuck? It's a good job because he's getting paid good money, innit? He's still a dosser. He's still a cunt, Ditchy. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? We know you're watching Ditchy, you fucking bum. All jokes aside, at least Ditchy does work. He's an actor. He talks a load of shit. He lives in a fantasist world. But at least he fucking works, mate. At least he can afford to go down the shop and buy a pack of fags. Fighting Trolls can't buy fuck all. He's a beggar, a dosser. 3 years of donations. Man's still in a hostel. He couldn't get 500 quid to move out. He had a grand in cash of Jordan. He could have took that grand and went and got a house and then got house and benefit to pay. Instead, he's still in a fucking hostel, mate, because he's a broke, dead-end bum. His sister's a coke whore, and they're the biggest, absolute hatest family in the whole of fucking North Wales, man. Him and the Flint, his uncle, the Flint Flasher. Who is the Flint Flasher? He's Paul's uncle, mate. That's who he is. No. This week, Flying Monk woke up at 5 in the morning, done a live, but he deleted it. He deleted the live because he's a cockroach and he hasn't got any balls. That's why his kids can't look at him in the eye. Every Saturday when he takes his kids football, they all look out the window like that on the way to football because none of them can look at him in his eye because they know what a weak little man he is. And this is evidence of what a weak little man he is. He deleted the live. On the live, someone screen recorded it. He threatened to murder several YouTubers with a claw hammer. Now, look, I'm going to be honest. I honestly would say Flying Monk, aka Ben Gibbs, would have a hard time killing time, mate, because he is the most boringest guy I've ever seen. What a dry, sorry little drip of a man. What a pathetic oxygen thief. He looks at that missus every day and he knows, the same as everyone else on YouTube knows, she's been piled in, cock after cock, bang, 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 right to the back. He's dragging up next man's 9 kids with her, and he can't look them in the eye in the morning. The weakest little pathetic excuse of a cretin on YouTube. You ain't gonna claw hammer no one, Ben Gibbs. You was run out of your own village for trolling a disabled girl on Facebook. You and Mrs. Monk, you sick cunts, you sick pair of little cunts. You was run out of your own village in fucking Oxfordshire, in fucking Banbury, for being a creepy pair of cunts. Yeah? What you got to say about that, Gibbsy? You're not Flying Monk. You're not Gibbsy. You're a fucking fraud, mate. You were always a cunt. You were born a cunt, and you'll die a cunt, mate. And your kids know you're a cunt. Hence why they can't look in your eyes when you take them football on a Saturday. They look the other way out the window. They don't want to make eye contact with Gibbsy. They know he's a failure in life. He's a failure who wakes up every day and talks about suicide on YouTube. You ain't got the balls for suicide, you little cockroach. Stop talking about it on YouTube. You ain't going to kill time, you cunt. You ain't killing no one with no claw hammer, you weak little cretin. You're a laughable excuse for a dad, a laughable excuse for a man, and a laughable excuse for a YouTuber. You sad little cretin. You sad little cretin, Gibbsy. Hey? sitting on the cesspit trying to control the narrative with your fucking missus in the chat, blocking people. There's only a few legends on YouTube. Exposure TV, Jockey Sparrow, Ratball, your favourite demon. You can't talk about fucking these little bummy guys like Flying Monk. The Flying Monk. Mate, you're still growing cheese in 2022, you soppy cunt. Cheese, I mean, man stopped smoking cheese in 2008, bruv. No one smokes cheese. You're still growing it, bruv. Pack it in, you soppy little guy. Like, you sorry excuse for a human, you big oxygen thief. Oh. Big up these new Costa coffees that go in the Dolce Gusto machine.
We let John Smith on. John Smith, you want to jump on and tell us what you think about the Flying
John Smith will always rip Flying Monk. He knows Ben the Wimp Gibbs. And apparently he's saying, there is no Flying Monk, it's just Gibbsy. We're not calling you Gibbsy, mate. We refuse to call you that. You're just a mug. To everyone on YouTube, you're just a little sorry, soppy mug. You're a victim, a gimp. We'll call you a victim, a gimp. Do you know what I mean? And a Fighting Irish, come on. I forgot about him. He always goes hard.
Hey, can you imagine him put on the walls now watching this, lad? Just looking at that chat, lad, seeing all them laughing emojis.
He's definitely got his missus by the throat against the wall. Going, definitely battering the missus as we talk. 100%, mate.
100%. 100%.
Got the missus by the throat as we're talking against the wall, headbutting her. And
yeah.
Flying Monk, we know you're listening, bro, and we know your wife got a fanny like a fucking hallway, right? Just it's like throwing a. Do you know what? It's like throwing a fucking sausage right down a hospital fucking hallway, bro. Massive, fam. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what he said on the live as well?
He's a little snitch, isn't he?
He is. He said on the live, I
full
don't
on.
care. He said, I don't
full
care.
On snitch. Little wimp. Wimpy little snitch. Weak man. That's why he was kicked out of the FIFA team for being a wimp.
For being a wimp. He couldn't take a bit of banter. He crumbled, didn't he? He crumbled, started threatening to kill himself.
Getting to matters, when
Then blamed it on mental health. Then blamed it on mental health.
Yeah, I'm on the line.
Why are you on YouTube with your mental health so bad that you're threatening to kill yourself and kill people? Just get off YouTube, mate, innit? Fuck off, like.
You know, like saying he didn't give a fuck about his kids and his burden, and he just wants to kill. He just wants to be evil. He was saying, "What a fucking sausage!"
You know, I listened to the old live. Right? Go Francis. There's a channel that's got the old 30 minutes of it.
What
right?
I
was listening to him, right, laughing. He's going, I don't care. I don't care about my wife. He's going, I don't care about my kids. Oh, bro, I'm so glad I got it right. We know you're listening. You're wet, bro, right? And
the best thing is, they don't care about you either, Ben. They know you're a failure, Ben. They don't care about you either, Ben. So it's good you don't care about them, because they gave up on you ages ago, mate. You're a failure. They just put up with you for the money, innit? Like, for the wages every week. Send you out to work like a little simp. And that's that.
John, how have you been, lad? What's happening?
Yeah, not bad. I've just been, the reason I haven't jumped on, I've just been so busy with the kids and I'm in bed like by like 10 o'clock. The only thing I can do is just, I can go in the chat and that. So, yeah, but I'm loving it, bro. Loving it. You know I ain't going to let Uncle K down. You know I'm going to be here for the roast, bro.
He's a loyal member. Johnny is a loyal motherfucker.
Before the FIFA days, boys, here in a beginning, bro, and I always said I will be. Boys, listen, I gotta go. I fucking love you both, right?
Big love, John.
Fucking Monk's fucking fanny hallway, right?
Hey, exposure.
Yeah.
Do you know what I want to know?
Yeah.
Did Flying Monk think that he could do that live and get away with it? That's all I wanted to know. Monk, you soppy little cunt. Listen, you weak little man. You weakling. You little weakling. You thought you could get away with it because I ain't on YouTube. My boy Exposer's got the button. He presses the button. He goes live. I jump on and I rip you a new arsehole.
Yeah. Right,
You will
yeah.
hide for 2 weeks, then you'll come on at 6 a.m. making empty threats about you're going to kill people with a claw hammer, you're going to do life
and then he sent
imprisonment.
me, Kay, and then he sent me weak little messages like saying, why give Uncle Kay a platform and all that. Fuck off,
Listen,
you fucking wimp.
listen. This is the best part. This is the best part, right? Listen.
Weak little messages like that.
He's a weak little man, isn't he, bro?
Begging me not to let him on and that. Hey, oh, fuck off, you fucking wimps.
You and your missus messaged Exposure begging him not to let me on. The problem is, and this is the real problem, is people like you will be held accountable for your words on YouTube because you're only a weak little man.
Has access to this channel just as much as me, mate.
We've always got time to make time for weaklings like Monk and delusional cunts like Paul Greenoff who think they're owed from 3D Fight Club. You ain't owed fuck all. You sold 6 tickets. Let's get this right. Danielle and her mate, PP, his son and his mate, and that fucking Yorkshire geezer, Sean the granny's bike seat sniffer, whatever his name is, you sold 6 tickets, right? Your sister got coked off her fucking head and jumps in a bin. How dare you ask for money after that? Like, could you imagine? Like, all right, let's put it like, look, 1 sec, stop. Let's put it into perspective. Let's just say I'm an amateur fighter on an Eddie Hearn card, I sell no pay-per-views. I turn up at the night, with my sister. She gets coked off her head and jumps in a bin on camera. Then at the end of the night, wait, I walk up to Eddie Hearn and I go like this. Well, is that not exactly what happened? Well, when we look at it like that, how dare he ask for a penny? He sold 6 tickets and was fucked after 12 seconds. He was supposed to train for 4 months. He trained for 1 week with Paul Venice, and then all the other time it was a lie. He never trained. He never done anything. It was all a lie, and he thinks he's owed money. Get out of here, mate. You ain't owed fuck all, you sausage. Get yourself down the Dole Centre and get yourself a job, you little fucking dosser.